but it doesn't change how we go about it. We're just worried about our consistency in our game.
Tortorella will start?
No, you are.
Me? All right, cool.
Of course Corpy's starting,
Yeah.
yes.
I just
yes.
wanted to confirm on that. But then for him, he's had some rough starts here, the last 2-3 or whatever. Would this be a good chance for him to kind of turn things around if he has a good game tonight?
Yeah, it's just like anybody that we've talked about here, guys that have had, you'd have to say, off years. You have this window of games to not worry about what your numbers are, but trying to help a team get in. And that's our total focus here. For each player, that's what it should be is, all right, this is my opportunity to help a team try to find a way to get another win. With 16 left, it gets shorter and shorter. So as I've always felt when we've entered this stage of the season, it's a great challenge and a great opportunity all wrapped in one.
Sonny, this last time he's been up with you guys, what have you seen from him in terms of improvements he's made, and where do you still feel like he needs to make some improvements?
Well, he's been very good offensively. He hasn't been afraid to try to make a difference in a game. He's played really well. That's why he's getting the minutes he's getting. It's going to be a constant process with him, along with all offensive players, is just to play away from the puck, making sure. And he has, from where he was at the beginning of the year to where he is right now, he has made a tremendous improvement in understanding the patience of the game, waiting for opportunities and not force-feeding things, what causes turnovers, understands our coverages a lot better now. So he's come a long way, and that's why it allows a coach to keep on putting him out there because of his abilities. He's got just great offensive abilities, and he's improved in the other part of the game.
John, you mentioned consistency. Where would you measure that right now, I guess, coming off this road trip and that win in San Jose? San Jose.
Well, I don't think you go from game to game and measure it. I think it's a constant it's a constant battle and process to keep consistent. It's I think the league is a league of mistakes. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of mistakes, but the league has it's gotten so young. There are more and more mistakes made, and can we consistently capitalize on mistakes? Can we consistently keep our mistakes fewer? That's a constant evolution as you go from every game. So there's no measuring stick. It's just the constant teaching of it. It's the constant reminders of how we have to play.
Is it fair to say it's a game of managing mistakes?
Oh, sure. I think it's a young, dumb league. I do. It's a young, dumb league because it's getting, and I think that's why you see the scoring and some of the breakdowns. There have been breakdowns that I watch on our team, I watch in games that I watch that are consistently there. And and I'm not saying that in a negative tone. It is a game of mistakes, and there's been a lot of mistakes. But that's how you have to manage them. When a team makes a mistake, do you jump on them and gain momentum that way? When we make some mistakes, are we able to cure that a little bit and calm ourselves down and just get back to our structure? That's a big part of winning and losing in the league.
John, last year you did. There were occasions when you had leads late in games where Z did come off the ice. Was this kind of a one-off the other night, or have you done it a couple other times and we just haven't necessarily noticed it?
Yeah, it depends on, and it isn't running down Z. It just depends on how guys are playing each and every game. So, yeah, I think the pair of Cole and Savard have played very well. It puts them in more situations. Yeah, so don't overthink that. Z is a very good player, and we have no chance if we're not going to be able to use him in situations. Certain games, certain situations, you make your best call as far as who should be on the ice.
Besides Bob, any other lineup changes? Is Sedlak still out? Or?
No lineup changes other than the goalie, yeah.
And you mentioned after the game the other night that this is no time for guys to try to find their game at this point of the year. Where does Vanek fit into that? He played 10 minutes the other night.
What did I say?
Going? You said that this wasn't a time of the year for guys, that you can afford to have them find their game at this point.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, Just make sure when I say that, it's just I can't wait and have a guy go through a process of 5-7 games to get their confidence back, and that's what I'm saying. I hope you understand that. Yeah, Thomas is. I think there's been some good periods of his game. It was really hard for him the other night. For a guy like that, when we take 3 penalties in that first period, I ice him and Jens. It's tough for a big guy like Thomas to get going in those type of situations and the amount of penalties we took so early. I think he makes, on the second goal, it looks like it's a turnover by Thomas. I think it's the right play by Thomas. It hits the linesman. We're gone. He throws it over to the weak side of that ice, if you remember the play. We're gone on a 3-on-1, quite honestly, offensively. Hits the linesman's leg, goes back the other way, they end up scoring a goal. And then I shortened the bench and Thomas wasn't involved. I just made a call. I wanted to put that Dubinsky-Calvert-Jenner line together. I liked my other 2 lines, and I stayed with those 3 lines for the last 7 or 8 minutes. But Thomas has been, I'm still trying to find out exactly what he is and where he fits. He's certainly going to play in the power play. I'm not sure if I have found the right 5-on-5 play for him with forwards, because I'm still pretty interested in keeping those other 2 lines together, in Dubois' line and Nick Foligno's line, which I think has been very good. So that's where I'm at right there.
Thanks.
Good. Thanks, guys.